What's up, everybody? This is Merc with Big Tree Cultivars. I want to give a big shout out, special thank you to Mike, Dro TV. You guys are awesome. This was the 100th episode. I'm so glad to be part of it. I hope you like the giveaway. They got some really cool stuff. We gave away some really cool stuff. Check us out. Hit the links. Subscribe. Do what you got to do. Keep tuned in for the flavor. Big Tree's going to keep bringing the heat, and Mike's going to keep bringing the realness. Check it out.
Welcome, everybody, to the 100th episode of My First Time on Dro TV. And I'd like to welcome our guest for the 100th episode, my friend, Merc, the Merc Man with Big Tree Cultivars. What's happening?
What up? What up? What's going on, man?
Not too much. Mike? I'm having a great time. Anybody that follows the show, they know I use your grinders, your trays. Maybe I use some other stuff. I don't know. But Merc, tell us where you're located and how you got into cannabis.
All right. Well, right now I'm working out of Michigan, so we've got a lot going on. We do a few things up in New England, Rhode Island, Maine, Massachusetts, Arizona, Florida, and but right now is Michigan. We're up in the Manistee National Forest. We got a lot going on up here right now, and real excited about it. So I'm glad to be on the 100th episode with you, Mike. This is really cool. You guys have just a few months, freaking just knocking them out. So we've been following along. I have, and I'm just glad to be here, man.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks. I know a few weeks back we were talking about you coming on the 100th episode, so I'm glad we were able to make it happen. You can find more of Big Tree Cultivars on Instagram at Big Tree Cultivars. That's big_tree_cultivars.
We'll have the fake one.
We'll have
fakes. You're doing something right when you got them fakes.
Hey, what do they say? Imitation is the highest form of flattery. So.
Sure, man. Sure. Yeah. And we got the website. We're working a few things. Really the focus on the website has been more, I don't code, so I got to pay someone to do it. That's kind of not my thing. So we've got that going on right now. And we got really tried to get ahead of ourselves with the website because, there's no seed sales and this and that. And then the hemp bill came. So really trying to work things out where we have an option, but haven't locked in with a seed bank or anything. So you guys definitely check us out on IG. And of course, you can check out the website, which will be getting modified and changed and done up again here soon. So nice.
Awesome. We'll have all the links down in the description below. So Merc, it's my first time. That's the show, 100th episode. Please let us know about the first time you got high.
All right. And that's the thing. Like, they always say at first time you smoke, you don't get high kind of thing like that. So it brought me back when we talked about it a few months back. I'm like, all right, the first time was the guy, he's got the can, right? He's got a can of like Mountain Dew and it's just a bunch of sticks and seeds and picking through them. And I remember it distinctly. And I want to say it was 93. Right. Okay. And the summer of 93 where he comes out and it's don't blow out, one of those deals. And I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Don't blow out, first one, blow out, fuck, shit goes everywhere. But yeah, I didn't really count that story because I didn't get high. I smoked and I think I might have done the Bill Clinton.
Experimented with marijuana a time or two and didn't inhale.
And just over my head. And it was like, oh, well, the first time you don't get high anyway. I mean, that's kind of what everybody said around me. But no, it was the later that summer, my dad had come back with my uncles from a fishing trip. And they were out somewhere, had a good day. They come home, they got a stringer of, they got bass and all these other fish. And then my job was to clean out the boat. Right. So I got a buddy over, we're playing basketball. They pull in and got to go clean out the boat. We go there, all their shit in it, piss cans, this and that. And then we look down, we find 2 giant roaches, you know? So I went and took those, kind of stashed them, put them aside. They didn't care. They were probably half in the bag already.
Yes.
So then we went and took those, went down to a rope swing that we had up in central Massachusetts where I was living. And back then we would get like our GT bikes and stuff, and we'd tape these like a 2-liter. You tape them up to it so you could go off the jumps and you go in the water and the thing wouldn't sink.
Oh,
You know. Yeah, it was one of those things where it was just a hot summer day, and we took the roaches, we emptied them out, and this guy had a little pipe, and come to think of it, it was afterwards we found out, and the guy says, yeah, that was copper. He we didn't know back then, but it was like, hey, don't smoke out that copper. But yeah, I mean, distinctly remember that day. It was hot, and we're swimming in a swimming hole. You can't drink the water. We didn't bring anything to drink, so we're all just like cotton mouth, and ears are ringing. And it was one of those extra sensory fucking deals that first time, because I want to say everything kind of went like lime green, or I remember it's like I laid back like right on the sticks, right on this hill, and was like, holy shit, man, this is great. And another guy got a little dizzy and this and that. And I mean, I want to say, they had some pretty good connections. My dad was buddies with this Armenian guy, and I remember growing up as a kid, and we would go over to his house and they would light it up, and they say, oh, these are just cigarettes, that we got to keep relighting them. But the guy always had good hash. Now that I come to find out, I talked to my dad, and he says, oh, yeah, Mike always had that good hash. So I'm not saying it was straight bud flower, I'm sure, but there may have been some hash or some of that mixed in, just some of that finger hash kind of stuff, because we got zooted, man. We were absolutely just fucking lit for a couple hours, I mean, now I'm lucky if I can get something that gets me 45 minutes. I get a buzz for 45 minutes or something, but golly, man, that day it was 90 degrees, hot summer day, nothing to drink, didn't plan it out. We just boom. But yeah, that's what started this whole fiasco I'm on right now, buddy. 1993 to summer 93 till infinity, I guess, right?
Yeah. Geez, brings back memories. So, I mean, that was almost 30 years ago. Now you're the lead grower for Big Trees. So when did you get into growing and cultivating?
Well, I knew Chief from the military, right? Yeah, so Chief gets these seeds, right? And she gets them from a local in Afghanistan. Now, I had known her for about 3 or 4 years before that. And we were in the military, so we didn't do that kind of thing, but we talked about our past life and that kind of thing. And it was, well, God, when I was there, it was growing everywhere. It was just, you'd see these 8-10 foot plants, gorgeous, beautiful. I mean, the hash was everywhere. Guys were getting busted. People were pissing hot. It was pretty wild, but I was an NCO. I did my thing. I didn't mess around with any of that stuff. So then when I got back and I was, getting out of the military, it was time to start that up. And so I had that opportunity and literally went to Walmart and bought this little light that was an LED, and it was this full spectrum LED light, and popped them. And I had people telling me, you got to do HPS, you got to do metal halide, and all these things that I wasn't familiar with. So it was just straight up soil, and let's see what these things do. And then it went from growing these, and then some bag seed here, and then we ended up getting a ruderalis. We got an autoflower way back then that came somewhere in the Baltics or something like that. So I started meeting people and getting more network and getting more into the game. So really got entrenched into the culture of growing and trying to learn as much as I could, but stay in my comfort zone. So it was like, hey, you had these guys doing flood and drain, these guys doing DWC. And, the hardest part when I got in was if you can do it for fun, but if you want to do it right, you got to give 100%, or at least as much as you can give to have the right stuff. I mean, staying clean and all these things. So, it was kind of a joint venture between myself and Chief.
Okay.
But she's set in her ways. So I've never seen someone with the kind of natural talent that she has to identify the winner. They say you got to farm a winner. Whether it's the nose, the stem rub, or whatever techniques that she started out with, I've learned several, but have gone full circle back now to where I stand on my own too. I kind of make a lot of my own decisions, but she's the ultimate shot caller for Big Tree. So our goal wasn't to come out here and make 50, poly hybrids and throw pollen at everything. It was to kind of, in a way, go down in history. You create something like everybody knows Sensi Star, or, for instance, Death Star, or one of these other ones like a White Widow, or something that just is entrenched in the game that's never going to go anywhere. So that's kind of been the goal from the beginning, right? So it's always been about flavor, okay, but it's been about vigor and the health of the plant. And for her, it was more about awareness, but until she had that incident where she was stalked and things like that, that kind of just threw a huge curveball into her social media presence. And then that's kind of where I kind of took over, because I saw her goal, but I knew that she wanted to play in the background and just do the breeding, not even go to the events anymore. I mean, it really changed her life. So, yeah, I mean, I'm here. It's what I do. I love it. And every day doing something you love. It's not that bad of a day. But I spend a lot of time on my plants. People think I'm a fucking weirdo. Yeah, I got the music on, but the plants, I every day I see them. I see every leaf on that plant every day. And there's a lot of plants. So you got to love what you do.
Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, we've known each other a long time, and I never knew that story. So,
yeah.
And
shout
out.
Well, here, the thing is, we've got a few things. We've got like the Pacquiao. We've got a few things in line that are still from that original 2010. That's what got this going.
Wow.
So some of the stuff that we work, and it all goes on her clock. I can only do so much, but yeah, you might have not known that. A lot of people don't know. I think some of it's on the website, and you can go on there and you can kind of dig in and see some of the history of how we got going. But really, we do take what we do seriously. So
yeah, and shout outs to Chief Big Tree. Maybe the 200th episode. She'll be willing to come on.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't rule anything out. Okay. Gosh, that would be great. It would be great to have her come out, and maybe that'll mark a change going forward, where she'll attend some of these cups and go to some of these events, because it's hard work. When I got Gene Traders coming up next month, and I've got 2 or 3 guys that I work with in Michigan that'll be with me, but I don't believe Chief will be there. And last time I got in trouble, I brought, without permission, the Don Limon, the Don Lemon. Okay. I brought some of those of her cuts there and got those released out into the public. And I didn't hear the end of that for a while. So, yeah. So, yeah, let's hope so. 200, 300, 400, man. We're hoping for, you'll be like 1,000 episode by next year, maybe. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We're certainly cranking them out, and major milestone with you, big man. 100 episodes. So, yeah, we're definitely looking forward to the next 100. What's on the horizon for the rest of 2022 for Big Tree?
All right. Well, we really kind of, Chief's thing is she wants to do 2 to 3 staples a year. And staples, I mean like a cultivar that she's worked. And it is what we say it is, meaning 4 or 5 years from now, you'll pop those seeds or you'll pop that pack, and it's not, oh, you're going to get one winner in every pack. They're all going to be pretty homogeneous. Everything's going to be what we say it is, and that's the goal. So it's not F1, F2, and I might be going over some people's heads, but really that F4, F5 working towards inbred lines. So this year was Petro Crush. So we have that Petro, and we went and found the exact keepers, the exact cuts that she wanted to breed it with. So, gosh, the Petro Crush will probably never be released, that cut. No one will get their hands on that, or that male pollen or anything like that. But these crosses, there's some real sick stuff. The Platinum Petro is just unreal. I got to go ahead to get that over to Gene Traders. So, that's just, unreal. It's like a Dr. Pepper cream soda mix. You get some of that cream from the Petro, but so we've got 5 or 6 crosses with that Petro, and then we'll be revisiting the Pacquiao, because the Pacquiao it's its own beast. I don't know if it's for the person who goes clubbing or somebody who's using a stimulant and needs a way to put themselves to sleep, but that's what it does. It just knocks you to hell out. So it doesn't make you stupid. It just makes you sleep, right? So there's certain things we're breeding for effect, but we're also breeding so that
Hey everybody, I want to quickly mention Food Forest Abundance. Food Forest Abundance is a great way to create your own self-sustaining food forest and naturally occurring ecosystem that's commonly found in nature, but designed specifically for you. Through multiple layers of trees, shrubs, herbs, vines, rhizomes, mushrooms, and perennial vegetables, you can become your own supply chain without the typical maintenance required of a garden. From small spaces to large areas, both urban and suburban, Food Forest Abundance wants us to get back to our roots in nature by engaging with our food production in a meaningful way. For more information, click on the link in the description below and start your journey today. Okay, let's get back to today's episode.
Like I said, you can grow it in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. It'll still be available. We can keep running those lines. So what's next? You should probably say by next year, there's 1 or 2 more that are coming down, like Don Lemon. We did 1 cross of that. That was my idea, to do a cross with Chem Dog, right? So it was Chem and Lem. The people who've grown it love it, but Chief wasn't too cool with that. It was, hey, that's for 2023. We're going to work some Don stuff, and that might change. So this year is all of that Petro. You're going to see a lot of it on social media coming up. We've got some stuff going out in New England, some stuff up to the PNW. Even in Oklahoma, going down where people will have some of these cuts and they'll be growing them and then seeds and then feminized, because true breeding, that's not feminized. Chief has always been about, hey, we need a true breed. But I'm kind of pushing in the other direction. Like, hey, I got seed banks hitting us up. It's not always about the money. She does fund everything, but for her, it's not about the money at all, right?
Right.
For me, I want to get paid a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, so, everything ain't free, man. But yeah, so the feminized might be a way that we go this year. You may see some feminized releases. I'm working some Miami Sunrise right now, the Hurricane Kush. These were all things that were developed in Florida. You had the Hurricane Kush back in, I want to say 15, 16. Okay. We were out in the West Coast doing some guerrilla stuff, and there were 3 hurricanes that hit. Well, that Kush, and it's got some Bubba in it, right? It's got some Triangle in it. But that Kush, no problem. Outdoor, right through 3 hurricanes. That's Hurricane Kush. It is what it is. It's being reworked. And then, so yeah, some of that Florida stuff is going to leak out. There's been a Florida man that she's working on for a long time. And there's been some other seed companies here and there. Oh, this is our Florida man cut. Ever since we leaked it, we've had 2 or 3, I hate to use the word buyers, I don't know what to call them, but people that came out and have something where they're calling it the Florida man. But we're not going to release something that's just Florida man will be Florida man. All right. Every plant you grow will be that. It's not just a one-off type deal or limited time or whatever hype you can feed me. That doesn't come from us. So there really isn't much hype coming out of Big Tree. It's all legit. It's all just what we do.
Awesome. And I've had an opportunity to sample the wares, so I can definitely say, some top-notch stuff.
Yeah.
I always have to, what was this again? And how much was this? And
Yeah. Well, the thing is people want the flavors, that Zaza and everything else. And so it goes by the flavors, and I want to keep those flavors rolling, but it's also effect too. That the terpenes are one thing, but that entourage effect, how it affects everyone else. I mean, you know all this, so I'm preaching to the choir, but there are people out there that might not. But that's something that Big Tree, here's a little secret I'll give you, Mike, right?
what do you got?
Hollow stems. Okay, hollow stems. All right. Don't let them tell you it's a boron deficiency. All right. I breed with hollow stems. It's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
All right. Kind of like your old BMX bike, right? That frame was hollow.
Yeah,
strong.
yeah. Nice. I love it. Awesome. Well, dude, I couldn't have asked for a better guest for the 100th episode. I know we've been talking about it. We've made it happen. So I'm excited that we were able to get this done.
Well, we're gonna team up and do a little giveaway. What do we got?
Yeah. So I've got a few things to give away. One of our sponsors, the awesome MASONBRITE, they have these incredible MASONBRITE jars with the magnifier on there. I don't have weed in this one because last time Instagram took down the post because they said we were giving away weed. So as dumb as that sounds, most people know what I'm talking about. And then the awesome Nug Jewels, who was just on our show. It's a jewel. So Steph makes these jewels, and they have like a little,
I like that.
Yeah, it's not real nugs in there, I don't think anyway, but so from Dro TV, we've got a MASONBRITE jar and one of Nug Jewels to give away. And Merc, what do you got for the people?
Well, few things. All of this stuff we're going to have when we go up to Gene Traders in Muskegon next month. But, for one lucky winner is going to get a few things, get you set up right. You've seen the grinder, and maybe people on the show have seen the grinder too. Pretty legit, brand new in the bag. Got a Big Tree grinder right here. Okay. I'm not even going to pull it out of the bag, but it is a magnetic multi-level grinder. Very, very, very nice.
Very nice.
Big Tree pop socket for the back of your phone.
Nice.
We're going to I'm saving the best for last, by the way.
Okay.
Boom. All right, this is not a sticker. This is real Big Tree grinder. We've got the Flex Fit hat.
Nice.
All right, similar to the one I got on here. And then last but not least, dude, this is special, okay? 100th episode, this is very special. Dun, dun, dun. Boom, boom, boom. My very last pack of Petro Crush. These are F2s. It's the last pack of this. We back crossed it so many times. So this will have a little bit of variation. There's 2 or 3 phenos in this, which, hey, you can find your own winner, do something with it, work with it. You get these. It's 12-pack of regular seeds, true breeding. But yeah, you get that. Do something with it. Tag us, shout us out. Would love to see that. But that's it. So we'll pick that winner and we'll get this stuff out to them. You get a swag pack, and I'll throw some stickers and stuff like that in there too. So it'll be cool. Definitely make it happen.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you again, my friend. 100 episodes. We're always working on stuff, so we'll definitely keep you tuned in and get you on some of the other stuff we're working on as well. So give a shout out to Chief for us, and let everybody know the best place they can find you, Merc.
Oh man, well, you're gonna find me on IG. Okay, it's just Big Tree Cultivars. You shoot me a DM. I'm real quick to get back. Content you won't. You're not gonna find me on YouTube or Twitter or any of that stuff. Facebook, no. Be on the lookout for a fake Big Tree. They got more followers than I do. I think they buy them because they get no interaction, and all their shit is bogus and just stolen, dude. They steal straight up my captions and everything. So there is a fake one out there. But yeah, you can definitely find me on there. The website, if you shoot an email request on the website, I will get that as well. So you can go that route. And gosh, I'm gonna try to get out to a few more events. Okay, Vendor Day, Gene Traders, we're good with them. So, and we're looking maybe to get up in the Mass to the Harvest Cup or some of those events they're gonna have up in Worcester. That's our old stomping grounds, and we know that area well. We know some people out there. So we'd like to try to get a cup winner, a big tree bred, chief bred cup winner in the future. So anybody gets to growing, man, I'll support you any way I can. Love to see the new stuff out there, and really appreciate what you're doing, Mike. This is great.
Yeah, thank you. And again, if you need something, questions, whatever, hit up Big Tree Cultivars with the link below, the right Big Tree, and Merc here will get back to you very timely. So thank you again, my friend. 100 episodes. It's been awesome. And we're looking forward to the next 100. If you're watching this on YouTube, go down there and smash that like button for no other reason other than we're at 100 episodes. So, and also you need to make sure you're subscribed because you'd miss great guests like Merc if you didn't, but subscribe because we've got more stuff coming out. We're not just a one-trick pony here. So, more great episodes, 100 more. Looking forward to it. Merc, thanks again. We'll when this episode drops, we'll figure out who's the winner. And
well, they gotta like it though, right? I mean, you gotta like the shit to get the shit.
You gotta like. They'll probably have to. I mean, we're gonna put it all in the description. Like, comment, tag a friend, send us nudes, all that stuff in order to get
Bob's and Batchy.
We're like 55% men, 45% women. So I mean, we're gonna get all kinds of nudes, but you know, that may determine the winner. You know, length and girth could play a role.
Oh, buddy.
Nonetheless, as
hey,
always,
I got some donkeys out in the farm, out in the grow right now. Some fucking giants, okay, buddy?
Well, as always, my friend, smoke them if you got them. Thanks again, Merc.
Just please.
What's up, Dro TV family? You can now stream the audio version of all these episodes on your favorite podcast player. And if you like more episodes like this, check out this playlist we put together over here for you. And if you haven't already, subscribe to us on YouTube. You don't want to miss more great content from Dro TV. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, smoke them if you got them.